And that was just the beginning. Now, we're introducing M1 Spend, the checking account that gives you 1.5% interest, the premium metal card that gives you 1% cash back on all purchases, and the best of digital banking in the one solution you'll ever need. Most of all, M1 Spend is integrated into your current M1 account. Now you can transfer money from your M1 Spend checking account directly into your custom investment portfolio to harness the power of M1's intelligent automation. With no management fees and no commissions. And you'll have access to a flexible line of credit at one of the lowest rates on the market. Discover the next generation finance solution where all your money is in one easy to manage place. Making money is the hard part. Managing it shouldn't be. M1 Finance, the one solution that does it all. Reserve your premium card today. M1.
So I'm pretty stoked introducing this new M1 Spend, which is pretty cool. You get 1% cash back and 1.5% APY, which most checking accounts don't even offer 1% and still be FDIC insured. So this is huge. M1, huge brokerage firm, started a semi-revolution. I know Robinhood has started this as well, but as we can see on my screen, Chase only offers 0.01% APY, and they charge a monthly fee of $25. Wells Fargo, huge bank, only offers 0.01 up to 0.05, so hardly anything. And so here's just a little breakdown between the two. Again, M1 is FDIC insured, which is awesome. That's the standard for banks. This means your money is going to be safe up to that amount in case they go under. It's also integrated with your investment account, your brokerage account, which is cool. The debit card's actually going to be tungsten metal, which is awesome. It's going to be heavier. It's going to seem more expensive. It's going to just the weight of that card as opposed to being plastic I think it's pretty cool. All right. You get free ATM fees up to 4 times per month. That is awesome. You have no balance minimum monthly fee. It is $50 a year, but most credit cards, that's their annual fees are double that. So this isn't too bad. And like I said, with Chase, it's $50 or $25 an account. So this being for a whole year of only $50, that's nothing. What's cool is they have an actual program on their website to decide whether or not you want to actually go through with this. So if you have an account balance of $15,000 and you spend $1,000 a month, well, what would you make? You know, there's a $50 enrollment fee, but you'd make $295 a year using this card because of the 1% cash back and the 1.5% APY. So you'd make $225 in interest, $120 in the cash back rewards, minus obviously your annual fee, you'd make $295. That's pretty darn cool coming from a checking account as opposed to, you see this only in most credit cards. And they always do that on credit cards because they know that 98% of people are going to rack that credit card up and have to pay their crazy 18% interest. So this is really cool. I'm a big believer in M1. I like M1. So let's just say, for instance, you had a minimum account balance of $100 and you still spend $1,000 a month, which is pretty typical. That's easy for somebody to do. Using this, you'd still make $70 a year. You know, that's a tank of gas. That's not a bunch, but and then if you spend $10,000, I know some individuals that do a month, they make quite a bit of money, but it's funny how it correlates between how much money you make and how much you spend. I always found that funny. But, you know, you'd make $1,000, which isn't a crap ton, but, you know, people don't get rich overnight. It's always just small things. We're trying to put our money in something safe and that we're going to be able to compound interest on. We want to be able to make money on our money. So leaving it in a checking account that makes nothing, you're losing money. Just because of inflation, the world grows by 3% a year. So if you're not making 3% on your money, you're losing. All right. So in this way, you're cutting that in half per se. You're making some money on your money that's safe. It's liquid assets, okay? You don't have to have it in the investment account. You can just leave it there. But if you wanted to correlate it with the investment, M1 would allow you to do that. But let's just say this isn't worth it. You only spent $100. You only had a $100 account balance. Well, you'd actually lose money on the transaction. But what would you have to have in your account to not lose money on it? Well, $2,500, easy for an individual to do. Most individuals, I say, all right, it would still be worth it to have over a normal checking account. Or say you have 100 in the balance, and then what would you have to spend a month to make it just because of that 1% cash back and rewards? Well, around $400 to $500, which isn't crazy. That's a car payment. You know, you spend it with your checking account, so not super hard to do there. I'm really excited about M1. I know Robinhood has got the 3% interest, which I'm signed up for as well, but it's not FDIC insured, so I'm not going to put all my eggs into that basket. This, however, I already have a savings account that I called. It's a brokerage account that I said is my savings because it's invested in T-bills and bonds that I'm making 3% a year on, so that I'm just not leaving it in my Chase account and making nothing on. So I'll probably end up moving the majority of those assets to this once it becomes available. And I'm excited about that tungsten metal card as well. But I love M1 so much. I've got retirement accounts in there for my wife and I. We both have traditionals and Roths in here. I've got a brokerage account set up for my wife in here as well. I love that it's commission free and there's no management fee on it as well. Like I said in my previous videos, I was a certified financial planner earlier in my life, and I hated the management fees that these companies were charging because it wasn't really money under management. But that's another video that I'm going into the weeds. If you guys like M1 like I do have a referral link in the description. They'll give you $25 if you use my link. It'll help my channel as well. And I love this application, this brokerage firm. I think they're headed in the right direction, and it's a millennial company, but I like the direction they're going. I really like this firm, and I hope you guys do as well. So let me know what I can do to help you guys. Again, we want to try to have $1 million, become a millionaire. It is not hard to become a millionaire. You just have to be disciplined, and you got to pay yourself first. And a millionaire doesn't mean you're having $1 million in your account, a brokerage account, a savings account. It's how much assets you have. So your home could be $250,000, and you could have $750,000 in cash. It's not just $1 million in cash. And I've got some other videos on how to achieve that as well before you retire. And anyway, this is just about the M1. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good luck, and let me know how I can help.